So today we're going to show you how to turn this into this. So I noticed a couple weeks ago the leeks had started to come up. Now they are definitely fully up. And it just so happened that I had seen some pine nuts on sale and picked them up and thrown them in the freezer. So this morning when I was trying to think of a recipe, I thought pesto, maybe. So I went online and I Googled, and sure enough, people have done it. I looked at a couple of recipes. One used sunflower seeds. I'll put a link to it in the bottom because it's probably the closest one to what I'm going to do. But I just so happened to have pine nuts in the freezer from when they were on sale. So I'm going to try it with pine nuts and see how that goes. So we like to use the leaves more than the bulb just because on our property we've transplanted them here. I'll put a link to a video on showing how you can transplant them successfully to your bush. And we have been more than successful, but still at this point I'll probably just use the bulb sparingly until they keep spreading more. But we've got a few patches here, and so I'm just going to slice with my kitchen scissors a few leaves from each plant, and that's how we tend to forage them. We'll probably try to come back if we still have time and dehydrate some for use later on. But they are so delicious and milder than just using they're milder than using the whole thing. We like them on sandwiches, burgers, in salads. This time of year it's hard to get greens. They're just beginning, like our nettle is just starting to come up and our dandelion is just starting to come up. So these are a real treat to be able to forage on our own property. I'm so excited that we have them here now. And it's really just quick and easy to get some. Take some from here. I have to be honest, I'm not really sure how much I need, but I would imagine a good amount. So we're going to take a few from here and then we'll go to another patch that we have. Now they're actually early this year. I think we're probably weather-wise at least a whole month or more early, eh, Gavin?
Probably.
Yeah, I think so. All right, well, let's head to another patch. So each clump here so far has about 2 leaves. So if there's 2 leaves on each plant, I'll take like 1 leaf from each. And then that way, they've still got some left to put strength back down into the root. So as you can see, they really like maple bush. So when we transplanted them, we had just, from our observation, noticed that they definitely seem to prefer maple bushes from where we got them from, and also other places we visited that they were growing wild. But in our whole property, we could not find any. And so that's why we transplanted them here, and they've done really well. But if you have a maple bush, this is the time of year to go out and take a look and see if you can find some. Oh, I love the birds singing. It's so nice to have all the birds back. I think that's starting to get to be enough.
Probably.
It says 8 ounces, but I really just don't know what 8 ounces is. Maybe we'll grab a few more from over here. We can also clean and freeze them, and then we can have it fresh another time. right through the maple leaves. Oh, here comes Lady. Did you find us, Lady?
You ladybugs.
For the Parmesan cheese, we're going to start with 2 cups almond flour. So that's 1. And that's 2. We're going to add to that half a cup of sesame seeds, a 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast flakes, and this is a 1/4 teaspoon of citric acid and a 1/4 teaspoon of malic acid mixed together. And then we're going to add 1 3/4 teaspoon sea salt. So now that we have all the ingredients in, we're just going to process that. So you want to process it just long enough so that the ingredients are combined and you can't really see sesame seeds anymore, and it kind of looks like, well, it should look like a Parmesan cheese. So I've washed my leaves. We've taken our Parmesan out of the food processor. This is about 40 leaves. I don't tend to measure very well in my recipes, anyone who knows me. So somebody said about 3 cups. So that's about 40 leaves. I'm going to guess, like, what am I putting in here? Like 50 to 60 leaves maybe. And I'm going to throw it all in and see how it tastes. I'm not going to be too particular. Somebody said it should weigh 8 ounces. I just don't feel like getting my food scale out. So you do what you like. So inspiration for this recipe when I was looking online, the one that I saw that I kind of liked was Eat Like No One Else. I'll put a link below. But I've kind of made a twist on it because we have a vegan Parmesan, and some pesto recipes call for Parmesan, so I made the vegan Parmesan first, so I'm adding that in. She didn't have that. And she used sunflower seeds, which is very economical and wonderful. But since I have the pine nuts, I'm going to use pine nuts and see how it tastes. Because I've never used pine nuts yet for pesto because it's always too expensive, so this will be the first time. So we're going to process this on high until it's smooth. I'm not going to use my mortar and pestle today. I'm just going to use this because it's quicker. And we've got one stubborn leaf that just wants to stay up there. Look at all that leaf went to nothingness. I hope we have enough. Well, that's as smooth as we're going to get for now with that. We're going to add approximately a 1/4 cup of pine nuts. So the original recipe asked for half of a lime juiced. In this case, we are just going to use lemon juice. This is so that it doesn't darken as it sits, to keep the green color in the leaves. So we're going to drizzle in approximately between 1/3 and 1/2 cup of sunflower oil. I'm just going to stop and stir it around. We're just going to go a short bit longer. I don't want it to lose all that texture. Now we're going to add 1/2 cup of our Parmesan cheese, and then we're just going to barely stir it up. So after having tasted, I think I could use a few pinches of salt. I thought maybe the Parmesan would give it enough, but it just tastes a little flat still. Spicy, but in need of some salt. All right, you want a taste test?
Sure. It's pretty good.
Honest opinion?
Well,
Not the camera friendly one?
it's pretty good. It's a little spicy, but then I guess that's what you get for a leek pesto. The Parmesan definitely helped it. I think it would be good to eat.
Alright.
You don't eat pesto straight or anything anyways.
That's right. So we're going to put some on pasta and we're going to try some on burgers and see how we like it best. So it's starting to rain, so I'm going to make this quick. I think my favorite way to eat the pesto was definitely on the burgers. We had some vegan beef burgers with mayonnaise and the pesto on top. A little goes a long way with this stuff. We also tried it on pasta. I think if I was going to eat it on pasta again, I would probably cut it with some spinach or another wild edible that's coming up this time of year that would be great is nettle. Or another way would be to add it to an Alfredo so that the creamy sauce kind of tones down the heat a little bit. It's very good, very spicy. Definitely liked it on vegan burgers. Definitely would tone it down a little bit for pasta. And we definitely kind of went through a few different recipes, so I will put links in the inspiration for those, but we kind of changed it up a lot, so try any one of those if you want. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget, smash that like button. If you haven't already, subscribe, see more great wild edibles as well as the other things we're doing here on the homestead, and leave a comment below. What's your favorite kind of pesto, and have you ever tried ramps? Until next time.